let's get to it, man. Yo, YouTube, it's your favorite guru from Timu. And today we're going to be talking about how I caught 3 beautiful trades today. You get what I'm saying, my ways? So let's talk about it, man. And first off, let me know how y'all trading week was this week. How's y'all day going? Talk to me in the comments. Please get more traction for the viewers. Let's get into it, though. First off, we get 3 for 3 trades. Now, I'm not going to act here, dang. I'm not going to sit here and act like, nigga, I was just that nigga busting out them trades, which I can't act like that. But I'm going to keep it a buck. I was losing a little bit trying to catch some of these trades. And it was only this trade right here. This one. This specific trade right here, I ended up losing like $600 until I made it back with one trade, and then I made a little bit more extra with another trade. I made like $1,200 with this trade, and this trade, so I lost 600, made 1,200, so I was up 600, and then I made another 600 with this trade. You know what I'm saying? Some slight, you know what I'm saying? Some you know what I mean? The emotion, man. You feel me? Call me the emotion, man. You feel me? We made that money back. But yeah, so let's go over it though. In this trade, since I was up for today, I traded on my paper trading account to lock in my profits. Just traded on my paper trading account to catch a nice little trade. Ended up catching it. Boom, played it out perfectly. So let's talk about this trade though. My bad. Yeah, though. Look, first off, we were oversold in the market. Now, I did get in for sales up here, and I ended up getting like a little bit of profit or a little bit of drawdown. I didn't lose a lot here, right? So I was not too overly thrown by losing the trade, but I was upset at the fact that I got in for sales like around in this area. Hold on, where's sales? Right here, got in for like sales like around in this area. Or like somewhere like down here. Stops were above this high. And TP was like down here, right? Something like this. This was a trade right here. And I can, hold on, let me see if this was the right one. Yep, perfect. That was the trade. I wasn't trying to make 2,000 though. Like something like that. Then this was my trade. And I ended up getting out because how the bullish price, the order flow and the price action, how it was showing me that we were continuing up. Look, higher highs, like higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs right here, right? So they're showing me like, okay, we might be going up. So I ended up getting out when they came back near my break even, took a little loss, and then boom, shot down. But of course, we're disciplined. That didn't even upset me, because when I seen this, I'm like, yes, a new opportunity. I'm lying. I did not do that. But I knew something was coming in the market, and I just had to wait my turn. That's why I fumbled a lot of these trades. I thought it was going to blow my account, to be honest, because I was just going in. But I was like, bro, I know this is finna play out. Lined up with standard deviation. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let me just go to the 1 hour time frame. Got a manipulation leg up here. Manipulation leg up here. We manipulate above these highs. So we go to the breaker structure. Something like that. Yep. See, lines up with standard deviation. We came through with standard deviation. As you can see, I put in this well, this is for these buy trades right here. I don't think we had an SMT there. Yeah, we didn't have an SMT there at first. But here I seen we came through, tapped in right into our 2.5, and then we also swept these lows right here, right? Lows got swept, manipulated into 2.5 of standard deviation. If you want to go down a little bit lower, depending on how you do your standard deviation, this was mine. It lined up perfectly. This was my level. Then I go down to the 5 minute. And now it's just finding the entry, right? Now it's just finding the entry. And at the time, since there was so much bread in the market and the market was so volatile, like stuff like the stop loss had to be tight. Like it had to be tight. It was making my stop loss tight. Like a lot of money was going inside of the market, right? So I ended up missing a lot of these trades. That was like $300. So there's $600 lost. So I'm like down 500 because of the other trade I lost up here. So I'm like, okay, this is the next trade. If I don't hit this, I'm out. Boom, got in. I closed my laptop, forgot about it, and it rose up. But yeah, sweep of liquidity down here, standard deviation, And if you really wanted to be technical, you could have entered off of this, and you would have got stopped out. You know what I'm saying? You would have got stopped out. So that's why I choose to enter like somewhere around in this area when we getting that push up. When I seen this push up right here, this is where I kind of got in, somewhere like that. That's where I got in. I ended up exiting out right there, taking my profits. And then next trade was sales trade. Had a feeling this was going to drop. Wanted to see that breaker structure first. We ended up getting it right here. Broke structure. Where's my candle? Right here. Broke structure. Boom. You could have waited for the pullback up here as well. Or you could have got back in at your re-entry when we broke through this low. And boom, it would have ran straight down to your TP. My TP was kind of small. I wasn't going for a lot of bread here. I was just aiming for these lows of liquidity over here. But if you would have held it, if you wanted to, shoot, you could have held it to down there at that low again, back to that draw of liquidity. And we swept that low liquidity, that level of liquidity again. Now this trade, a lot more structure, I would say. These other trades, they were structured in my opinion. Like this one, this is a very structured trade. But this one's really just like, I'm not going to say luck. I'm not going to say this trade was based off of luck. Is it my stuff moving? Yeah. It's not based off of luck, but it could have went down lower, right? The trade could have went down lower. But it didn't, and it played out. So clap it up. But yeah, this could have went down lower, but it didn't. I knew we was going to rebalance. We were oversold. Came out, took out this form of liquidity, and we rebalanced here again, and it lined up with standard deviation. I just knew it. I just knew, man. I just freaking knew. But let's talk about this A+ setup for today, right? Now, I always miss the SMT being created, but we had an SMT. ES had came down and took out these lows down here, right? ES took out these lows, and NASDAQ did not. NASDAQ made a higher high, showing me that, okay, this low is secured, as you can see. We did not come below this low on ES nor NASDAQ, right? ES, if ES would have came below this low down here, that would have been disrespect of that SMT, and the same thing for NASDAQ, right? So if I would have seen this SMT get played out right here, I would have entered like somewhere around in this area, stops like that. TP would have been just like that, and my TP could have came up a little higher, so I wasn't risking that much bread. And this would have been a nice little trade. You get what I'm saying? This could have been a nice little sniper, but I missed it. So of course, if I can get back to where I was at. All right, there we go. Perfect. Here, this is why I entered it. We ended up what's this stuff called? Oh, pulling back here. Stops was going to be below this low right there. Stops below that low. Protected once, and then market opened and we pushed up instantly, and then we came back down to rebalance here, and it pushed back up to our TP just like that. But yeah, it was mainly we manipulated, swept these lows out. When we took those lows out, we created a SMT. I'm pretty sure we lined up with standard deviation on here as well, but don't make me lie. There we go. Kinda, sorta, not really. We didn't really line up with it. We kinda did. Like, we go to like a higher time frame. Yeah, kinda, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Now, but we are, if we look at this, I have this high marked out. So let's see. Yeah, this high is marked out for me right now. But we did just tap into 2.5 of that. Standard deviation. Standard deviation is one thing that you will have to learn. I will make a video for my students. But yeah, I will drop one on YouTube very soon. But I do have to record that video for my students first. But yeah, power 3 standard deviation is probably one of the cookies and cream of my strategy. Of course, SMT, like this trade setup right here, going back to like the 1 minute time frame. Or not even the 1 minute, the 5 minute. Like this trade setup right here, sweep of liquidity right here. After we swept liquidity, created an SMT, and it lined up with standard deviation. I would love to enter right here or off of this pullback, something like this, right? Stop loss going right here. TP the same thing. We could have made this stop loss like a 4 risk to reward ratio. Let's make it a 4. Something like that. 4 risk to reward ratio, 4 RR, and that would have been perfect. But yeah, man. Today was this was a really good week. I'm not gonna cap. This week was a really good week. I'm not gonna say we green all week this week, except for one day, and that's when I lost. No, I went break even those days. So even the days I lost, I made the money back. So this week we really didn't lose. You know what I'm saying? We really didn't lose. Low key tempted to enter in for sales here, chat, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, man, that is it for today. That is it for today, guys. Y'all love y'all boys though. If y'all have any questions on the Discord, I'll be in there all freaking day, man. Yeah. Peace out. How I start recording.